Yeah, my name is Mkola Supporters. By starting, we are going to look about the various components of the computer. By starting here, we have the parallel port, the serial port, the VGA port, the audio port, the network port, also the PS2 port. Also inside the computer, we are having various ports here. There is the power supply, there is the fan, there is the motherboard, there is the hard disk. Here we have the speaker. Also, this is the floppy disk that they store data and various components. Now this is the motherboard. That the function of it is provide the connection of various components of the computer. Also, it provides the communication pathway, data transfer between different components of the computer. Also, here we have the cables. These cables, they enable connection of different devices in the computer. Also, we have the memory. Here there is RAM, is lead, only memory, and the function of it is provide the storage of different data that the computer possesses. Also enables the communication of the CPU and the motherboard itself.
My name is Kelvin Godias. I'm going to explain about power supply. This is a power supply. This is a power supply port. This is a power supply port which enable the electric power to enter here and to supply to the all component of the computer. The main function of the power supply is to provide electricity to the computer. Here we have the storage device such as hard drive disk, optical disk, and the floppy disk. All these are the storage device which are used to store digital information.
My name is Bruno and I'm going to talk about CPU. Above the CPU there is heat sink and there is a fan. All these are used to remove the heat produced by the CPU. The fan used to remove heat and the heat sink absorb the heat from the CPU.
Simon Silas.
Good.
My name is Simon Silas. I'm going to explain the list of the components of the computer. There is an expansion slot which is used to expand the capability of the computer My name is Simon Silas. I'm going to explain the rest of the component of the motherboard. The first component is expansion slot, which is used to expand the capability of the computer, where there is expansion cards are inserted here like graphic cards, video cards, and the sound cards. And another component is this one. There is north bridge and a south bridge. North bridge is used to control high-speed devices like CPU, RAM, and the video cards. And the south bridge is used to control other devices like hard drives and sound cards and CD-ROMs, BIOS, and the SIO chips. And the rest of the component is BIOS, CMOS battery. CMOS battery, which is used to power the BIOS so as it does not lose the data when the computer is turned off.